Bind your boots. I swear to God, when I'm running after somebody and they're not sprinting because they didn't hit their boots, it's like, I'm like, what's going on there? Like, why did I catch you? It's like, bind your boots to a useful button and hit it on cooldown. 12-second cooldown, last 6 seconds, hit it on cooldown. I mean, come on, it's like, it's easy. I'm Ryan Carr. I live in Washington, Illinois. I've been playing video games since I was about 5. Right now I play video games about 6 hours a day, maybe a little bit more on weekends. Back when I played World of Warcraft, it was maybe 10 hours a day. I don't think it's wrong to play video games as much as I have.
I'm Mike, I'm 20, and I've known Ryan for about 13 years. We could actually hang out with Ryan before he played Warcraft. He had somewhat of a life. He was a little different than normal, but we, play basketball every once in a while and hung out. He seemed somewhat normal. He got along with us and everything.
My name is Joey St. Clair. I'm 20, and I've known Ryan since 7th or 8th grade, I guess. Before he played, he was still like kind of goofy, kind of didn't fit in that much, but I mean, we still saw him, we could still get a hold of him if we wanted to hang out with him, he was still around. After he started playing, he was pretty much non-existent. Like, we'd call, he either wouldn't answer, or he'd say he's got to study or do something that he really wasn't doing, he was playing Warcraft.
I didn't really see Ryan much when he played Warcraft at all. He just kind of hung out in his basement and grew a crazy beard and never really did anything. Every once in a while I'd see him take his garbage out. Just really stopped hanging out with him. I'm really not a fan of World of Warcraft. I don't really understand the idea behind it. It just seems very boring.
What makes World of Warcraft so addicting is that they've got raid lockouts every single week that refresh every week. And every single week you want to go in and get your armor so you can go in the next week and get more armor, and so you can go in the next week and get more armor. So when the new content comes out, which it comes out like every 6 months or whatnot, yeah, you're better geared, so your guild can go in and get more armor.
When we were in grade school and everything, I'd always try to get his mom to make him come outside because he'd just be sitting around playing video games all day. I remember, I'd say we were about 13 or 14, she'd actually have to kick him out of the house so he wouldn't be playing video games all day long. She'd, morning, she'd kick him out and say, don't come in until it's dark.
Ryan, let's do something. No, I don't want to. I have to log a certain amount of hours or whatever. Like, he had a little WoW schedule, like, ridiculous.
Ryan was absolutely addicted to World of Warcraft in an unhealthy way. He never came out of his basement. He argued with his brother all the time over the computer and video games. Never spent any time with him. He never really had a social life. Lost all of his friends. Lost interest in school. Everything.
And when it gets to the point where you're picking video games over your friends and your family and fighting with your brother over it, and it's just pointless. Him having to drop out of Bradley is so sad. Like, I can't believe it got to the point where it's either my future or Warcraft, and he's picking Warcraft over doing something with his life.
I definitely think Ryan should have slowed down on his video games a little bit so he could have stayed in school. He just never really had any interest in school after video games, World of Warcraft mainly.
I did end up on academic probation. I had a 1.95, and it was like I could have tried to get back in. I could have gotten back in by now if I really wanted to, but it costs a lot more, and I wouldn't have had I was planning on dropping out anyways because my GPA was too low for to keep the scholarships, and that would have made it so it would have cost more, and community college is cheap.
I see Ryan in his mom's basement still in about 20 years. Full beard, no friends, no wife, no schooling, no job, playing video games. I don't think Ryan will ever stop playing video games, not even if he wanted to. I mean, he went through all of his friends and he doesn't have any friends, so I don't think anything's gonna really get him to stop playing video games.
Video game addiction is scary. Like, I've heard of people that have died playing Warcraft. Like, that's just crazy that they've played for whatever, like 3 straight days and just die. It's insane. In 20 years, I'd like to say that I think he'll be successful, but I don't know if he's got the motivation anymore. He just doesn't really care about anything, but.
I see myself hopefully not living in my parents' basement in 20 years. Somewhere other than that would be nice.
Sweet.